Hey everyone, Richard Taylor here. I'm going to do some more audio checking. I figured I'd go on live just to see what it's like. And there's an error on my message board. I can't help that. So I'm going to do just a little bit of an audio check. I figured I'd jump on here live today, and I got a little bit of Final Cut Pro news. Not that much happening. It's summertime. So I'll be right back with you in 1 minute. I'm going to finish up a few maintenance things. I'll be right back. Okay, as I said, I am just doing a mic check today, and I got a few bits of Final Cut Pro news, nothing special. So first thing is, so we have these, every once in a while I do these Final Cut Pros meetup on Saturday. We had one last week. We had Mike Matzdorf on, we had Philip Hodges, we had Serena Catania, and we had Bill Davis. Let's see here. I get every once in a while, I'll put these on Saturdays, but right today, mainly what I'm doing is just checking my audio. So this is what we had last Saturday.
Doing work. I
there
turn
we
this
go.
off, and when I turn
so
this thing
yeah,
off,
we got together every
warm
so many
fast.
Saturdays. This one has
Yeah.
400 views already. It's
You're in
only
a
been
soundproof
like
booth. I'm
40,
jealous.
less than
Where
48 hours.
Are you
But
in
we
your
do
office?
these every once in a while on Saturdays.
No, I'm out back in the garage, and I actually have a booth in the garage now. I found a guy who was selling a voice booth on eBay, and I bought it from him.
And I'm testing today. What I'm testing is I have my video and audio coming from two different sources. So let me just check one thing to make sure. Oh, there we go, over here on the other screen. Yeah, I got a little bit of a delay on the audio to see how it works with the video and audio coming from two different paths. So I just wanted to check it today and make sure everything's working properly. Let me see here. Let me just share it to another beta group that I'm going to. I'm not sharing this with a bunch of places, just a couple of places right now. So of course, one of the main things that are happening is the Final Cut Pro FCPX Creative Summit that's happening. And if you go to rates and registration right now, let's see what's happening there. And I think right now you go directly to the Juniper. There we go. So here's the main information. You go to the Juniper Hotel Cupertino, the main site there. And the conference dates are Thursday, November the 7th through the 9th. And the conference begins at 1 p.m. on Thursday and ends Saturday at 5:30. That's different than it has been in the past. One of the other things are exhibitors this year. Let's see what they are. So right now we have Quantum presented by FCPX. Quantum is the proven leader in storing, managing video content. They're a server company. Another platinum sponsor is Cormelt, Roger Bolton's group. And of course, we have lots of exhibitors. We have Future Media Concepts, Digital Anarchy, FX Factory, and I think we have a few more. I think Philip Hodges was on Saturday with us, and he said that he's going to, Lumberjack Systems is once again going to be sponsoring the FCPX Creative Summit. So that's what I thought. But anyway, today I just wanted to get on and just do the check to see how things are going with this new audio setup that I have. What else do I have? So it's been really hot around here. And this is a video from last winter. People have been asking about wintertime. It's so hot. I think it's in the 90s today. This is a video that I shot last winter. So if you miss the snow, it's coming, I'm sure, at least on the East Coast. So my friend and co-editor Brad put out his Off the Tracks movie. He put in an abridged version on YouTube. And pretty good section of it. It's on his YouTube channel, offthetracksmovie.com. But it's on YouTube channel. Just search for Off the Tracks. It's like a 50-minute version of the Off the Tracks documentary, which I co-edited with him. It's all about Final Cut Pro. Search on YouTube, you can find that. So somebody mentioned in the comments how my audio is doing. I believe it's working fine. It's according to all the meters and stuff I have, it's working fine. Let me see here. There we go. So, yeah. There's also been some comments recently about, let me see. There's been some comments recently about storing Final Cut Pro 10 libraries. So the audio is okay. Man Cave Productions says it's okay. Good. Just want to double check and make sure. Thank you very much. So there's been some discussion. I think Braden Storrs said something about restoring Final Cut Pro 10 libraries from an LTO tape. So when I worked at the National Archives down in Washington, D.C., of course, we archive things. And I set up the server for the video, video stuff, not for the film restoration, just for the video stuff. And the way I used to do it is first off, I keep media external from the library. So the library file is very, very small. But before I put that library file anywhere, if I put it in the cloud or on the tape, I would zip it first. I would zip it. And then I would put it to LTO tape if I put it there. But the media was completely separate. It's in a separate folder. It's organized separately. And then I would restore that. Now, I haven't been down there for a few years, so I don't know. I haven't worked with LTO tape recently. But the other thing is I never trusted LTO tape 100%. I always had a separate backup of my libraries on hard drives. That's one of the things that I just don't trust a single source with important libraries and stuff. I always have multiple sources. So even though it went to LTO tape, I still had a copy on a hard drive. Hard drives aren't that expensive. This Amazon Prime Day, I get 8 terabyte drives for $120. USB 3 drives, $120. Their normal price is $150 150, 149, something like that. So I buy these 8 terabyte drives all the time, and what I do is I have two RAID 5s that I have, a G-Tech and a Promise. Both of them are Thunderbolt 2. And I empty those onto two separate 8 terabyte drives. I take stuff off of those, put them on the what's going on here? Check 1, 2. Something's not working all of a sudden. What the heck? I don't know what's the problem is. I can see it's not working now. I'll be right back with you. What is not working? Something got muted and I don't know what it was. Check, check. Testing 1, testing 2. Check 3. Check 4, check 5, check 6. Really weird. Testing. Well, this is exactly why I'm checking the audio. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Are we back again now? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Is it back now? I think the audio is back now. No, something is weird. Something is very strange here. But that's why I'm checking. That's exactly why I'm checking. Testing 1, check 2. It looks like it's going through now, right? All right, let me see what the heck's going on there. This is exactly why I'm... oh, it is distorted, huh? Huh. Check 1, 2, check. Testing 1, testing 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Testing 1. Testing 1. How is it now? It's still distorted, looks like. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump off here and figure out what the heck's going on. This is why I check things. Anyway, here's a... testing 1. Let me put my headphones on here a second. Let me just see what's going on. Testing 1. Live on the air. Okay, now this sounds better, right? I think. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, so Check 1, check 2. It sounds okay now at my end. Testing 1, testing 2, check, check, check. This is exactly why I'm checking the audio. It sounds okay to me now. Oh, it's a little distorted. Let me just cut it back there. Testing 1. I'm not sure. Whoop. Let me see something. Turn that down, turn it down, turn it down there, turn it down there. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened. I don't know what happened. Testing 1, testing 2, check 1, check 2. All right, well, this is exactly why I'm checking the audio. So one of the other things, I have an audio rig when I go live. This is my audio rig, my portable setup. So that's my GH5 camera. I have it in a cage. I have multiple external microphones. And as you can see, I have a handle. I like to have a handle on the left-hand side of my cage. And then I have some other things. This was actually at NAB last year. This was for the Blackmagic conference video. I was live streaming it there. So this is my mobile setup for my GH5. I'm looking forward to see if a GH6 comes out. That'll be interesting whenever it comes out. This is exactly why I'm checking audio. That's exactly right. So let me see something here. So we're just checking microphones and things today. Looks like it's working well. What else do I have to talk about? I have to talk about, so, check. Oh, I have a little bit of, I have a drone footage here that I shot. This is my local neighborhood. They're building over where those houses are. They're building there. That's the Sunrise. This is Carroll County, Maryland. That is, used to be all forest and it had a stream over there, but they put in like 10 or 12 houses. I'm not sure if that's better or not, but that's what they're doing locally in my neck of the woods. So if you are going to the Final Cut Pro Creator Summit, that'll be interesting this year. They've changed some things around. They're starting at 1 o'clock on Thursday. And what else we got here? So let's just do a little check here. So he says in Canada, it's almost impossible to fly drones anymore. Why is that? I'm very careful. I don't like flying them over anywhere around people. I fly them over my property. And where I live, there's other farmlands. I fly them there, but I'm very cautious about it. So let's check in on Twitter. Let's see what's going on Twitter, Final Cut Pro wise. So Motion VFX has a new template coming out. Simple Titles Volume 4 coming out. There's our YouTube stream from last Saturday. We had a nice hour-and-a-half meetup. Here's Final Cut Pro. It's always crazy stuff with Final Cut Pro. And here is article, this device in Final Cut Pro versus Premiere. So I'm not a big, I really don't care Final Cut Pro versus Premiere. It really doesn't affect what I do. I don't care if you use Final Cut Pro. I don't care if you use Premiere. I mean, I use Final Cut Pro. You're not going to change my mind about using something else. At this stage of my career, I've been using Final Cut Pro since version 1. So I'm very satisfied with it, though I am looking for I am looking to see what Apple comes out with. So here's Apple. This is on apple.com, Final Cut Pro 10. And look what it says. New metal engine coming this fall. Coming this fall, accelerated performance with metal. Coming this fall, optimized for the new Mac Pro. So we are getting a new version of Final Cut Pro coming in the fall. There's the beautiful Mac Pro. I'm going to save up till I can afford one. And both of those are coming this fall. Now the fall doesn't start until September the 20th, something like that. I think that's when it starts, September 20th. So I don't think they're going to release anything in September because that's the iPhone event. They have the iPhone event in September, and I don't think they're going to concentrate the iPhone and the Mac Pro in September. That'll be interesting, see what happens there. But anyway, what else do we have? There was also a comment about multicam audio. When you make a cut in Final Cut Pro in a multicam, it also makes a cut in the audio file. Whether you just did video switching or not, it still makes a line. Sometimes that line can cause clicks. That's been a known issue for years and years. We've been talking about getting rid of that ability. There's a couple of things. Number one is Final Cut Pro should do what Logic Pro does, and that is it only crosses the audio. It's zero crossing, so there's no click. Logic has a preference for that. Most digital audio workstations have a preference for that, so you don't get a click. The other thing is, I know we'd like to be able to lock the audio track in a multicam. If you, for example, cutting a multi-camera session with a band video, well, the music's not going to change. You're going to put the recorded version of the music down. There's absolutely no reason why that should be cut with the video. So I don't know, having the ability to lock that clip in the multicam would be a nice feature. Or just choose not to cut it. If you're just cutting the video, don't cut the audio. So I think that's about it for today. I'm just checking my audio, and as you guys heard live, the audio went bad for a while. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I didn't really change anything that I can see. I mean, I don't know why it went live. I mean, why it went bad, but it did. So anyway, let me see what's going on here. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. My name is Richard Taylor. I will be having a new Final Cut Pro radio podcast coming out shortly. This is something that I do on a regular basis. If you want to follow along, you can follow along on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, though I'm not on there that much. And what is the other one? It is the one that Twitter uses. I'm on there as Richard Taylor TV as well, but you can follow along on Facebook. And this is FCP Radio TV Live. This is Richard Taylor. I'm going to be signing off for now. Thanks, everybody, for dropping in and listening to my audio, seeing how it's going. It went bad, and now it's back. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. The cables are all okay. Whatever. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I'll be coming to the Final Cut Pro, the FCPX Creative Summit, and I will be reporting live from there. So this is Richard Taylor signing off. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you next time.